I am Bettina Cotton Gibson. I live at 27 West 676 Roosevelt Road, and just wanted to share a little bit of information. It's my understanding that there is some question as to whether or not there really is the opportunity to receive tax dollars on Roosevelt Road greater than we're currently receiving from property taxes from the communities. And so I would like to share communications that I have had personally with Intrepid Properties. Intrepid Properties is a group that operates on behalf of Costco services. I have a letter with me that's dated September 8th, 2012, that I received from Intrepid Properties, and it basically says, my firm, Intrepid Properties, Inc., has been retained by a large retail corporation who has preliminary interest in trying to locate a facility in the village of the city of Winfield or the city of Wheaton. It has come to my attention that a group of homeowners who have frontage on Roosevelt Road have either petitioned or requested consideration in zoning to commercial. And it asked me to call to speak with this gentleman. His name is Michael Stratus. I did give him a call. He returned my call. It was on a Sunday when I wasn't really feeling very well, and I really didn't care to be bothered with him, but he had an interesting story to tell. They were interested in building a property in Wheaton on Roosevelt Road where Hubble used to be. They decided against that property because of flooding, and any of you who live in the area know what the flooding is like after a hard rain on Roosevelt Road and Main Street. That property, even though they passed on it, has been purchased by someone else and is currently being built out. Not only that property, but the property right across the street, which used to be the Wheaton Park District, is currently being built out as well, and I believe will house a Marino's, and I can't wait for it to open. But back to Winfield. He did tell me during the course of our conversation that he felt that if Costco were to build in Winfield, that they would give annually in taxes to the Village of Winfield upwards of $1 million. He also did tell me in my conversation that it would bring jobs to the town of Winfield, and that the average salary, not everybody's salary, the average salary would be $24 an hour. So here you have someone who's trying to come into the community. They would be paying upwards of $1 million in taxes to the village. They would be bringing jobs to the village that pay $24 an hour on average. And even though I really wasn't up for the conversation with him at the time, that seems like a win-win to me. I'm not going to be able to stay for the entire meeting because I have a 7 a.m. board meeting that I have to have with Presence Health, so I need to leave to prepare for that meeting. But what I want to leave you with before I leave to go for that meeting, he did not offer me money for my property. So if someone wants to argue that point after I leave, I am stating to you clearly now, I was not offered money for my property. The reason I was not offered money for my property is because Winfield Road is residential. He did tell me that we would get back and have a conversation if at such time Roosevelt Road would be converted to commercial. So that's basically what I want to leave the committee with. There is interest in Roosevelt Road. There are big tax dollars tied to Roosevelt Road. There are jobs tied to Roosevelt Road. But no, nobody is promising residents on Roosevelt Road all sorts of money. And the reason they're not promising us all sorts of money is because Roosevelt Road is residential. They don't want to have to come here and fight you. They feel like that's up to us. So I beseech you once again, and this is my 4th or 5th time doing it. Prior to my husband's death, I know he beseeched you a couple of times. Roosevelt Road needs to be converted to commercial. That's going to bring the village more tax dollars than any of us are going to bring you in the form of property taxes. And it's going to bring jobs other than the ones at Central DuPage to the village. Thank you.